Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Am I gonna film right now? Okay, it seems okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 14. I watched today's episodes 11, 12 and 13. If you're interested by that, I'm gonna put all of the links into the eye. I was like that at the beginning and I didn't put the backup of the sound. That's it, it's done. I'm right there because I told it to you before the episode 13. I gave my blood like I'm doing usually when I can, you know, I'm giving my blood because it's something that you can do if you're in a good health. I'm telling you, give your blood. A lot of persons need blood, so give your blood. I was tired before that. I told you that on video, but also on Twitter and all. Since 2 weeks now, I'm tired. I'm blaming La Casa de Papel for that, really. That was so great to watch these episodes, but to edit them for Patreon and then for YouTube, to fight for it with YouTube, with Netflix and all, it was exhausting and I'm feeling still tired about it. I think that I need to take at least 3 days, you know, of rest because I really worked and worked without any break, and I was also forced, you know, to babysit my nephew during 2 days and 3 years old. He has a lot of energy and I was tired before giving my blood, but now I feel, you know, after the episode 13, I was right there to take the files to upload them on my computer and I had my head, it was turning like that, and right there I'm sitting again on my couch for the episode 14 and it's turning again. But now that I'm on my couch since a long time, it's okay. I think that it's not good if I'm, you know, no matter what, I'm gonna watch this episode right now. After all of what happened during the last episode, I want to know the end, and you know, I just have 1 episode left to watch to finish this season, this story also, so I'm gonna watch it no matter what, but maybe I'm gonna try to not be like like that, to to not have my head turning like that. What happened during the last episode? We're into bad position, like at the end of the last episode I was sad and mad and also confused. I was mad at myself because a lot of my theories were wrong, but I was also mad at the writers if what they did during the last episode is gonna be confirmed right there. I don't think that Rava is destroyed forever and ever. I don't think so, because for me, to have the balance into the world, you need to have the light and the darkness. When Rava was into the Avatar during all of this time, and when Vaatu was into that jail, you know, during all of this time, Vaatu was still alive, you know, still existed during that time. So for me, Rava is still somewhere, even if it's little, even if she's weak and all, she's somewhere. Maybe she's into Korra, because I remember that spirit who said that when he's into someone for too long, is transforming that someone from the inside, so maybe she's still a little into Korra. Maybe she is also into Jinoro. She seemed to have this connection with the Avatar past lives, or at least with one, you know, that dream that she made and that statue that she saw and that connection that she has with the spirit world. And right there into the spirit world, she disappeared like she was a spirit, so maybe it's something like that. But yes, I think that Rava is not destroyed forever. But what I'm afraid of, the reason why I can be really mad at the end of this episode, it's if really, I have difficulties to say it, the memories of the past lives of the Avatar are really destroyed. I'm not gonna accept it. I'm not gonna accept it. Okay for Aang, but also for all of these past lives, for Wan also, for Roku, for all of them. No, I can't accept it. I know that it's a lot because of Aang, because I love the idea that Aang was still alive inside of Korra, and we were lucky that it was the case, you know, for the season 1, because the Avatar past lives helped Korra at the end. It's because of them that Korra won at the end and could also give the bindings back to everyone. It can't be. So I'm mad for Aang, but I'm mad also for all of them. Love the ones that lived before him and for what it means and all. You can't do that. You know, I said it, I don't know in which intro, that this story with the spirit, with Rava, with Vaatu that they created for this season 2, maybe people didn't like it because they thought that it went too far, that it was too much, that it was an explanation for the Avatar state that they did not appreciate and all. Me, I fall for it, I'm buying it and all because it's a good explanation, because for me it's logical, so it's a good explanation, and it's something which is a little mystic, which is a little religious, the religion of that world, you know, of that show. And I appreciate that, you know, that they are playing with that they are doing something with it. And also with the spirit and the spirit world, you know, that it's something that interests me already into Avatar The Last Airbender, so of course I'm gonna be okay to have that into the Legend of Korra. So maybe it's also because of that, because erasing all of the past lives of the Avatar, it would mean that you're destroying all of what you created, you know, for this religion into the show. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, if there is one religion into this show that you created, it's all of the things about the Avatar, the reincarnation, about the Avatar past lives. We have that since Aang, you know, since Avatar The Last Airbender, we are buying it, that religion, that mystic thing, we are totally embracing it. And even, you know, with the 2 episodes that you took to explain us how the world was during the time of Wan and how we became the first Avatar and all, like I said, it's like, I don't have the translation of that in English, it's like the first pages, you know, the first chapters of the Bible that you gave to us, like how everything was created. So there is really a religious stuff behind that. To kill Rava, I don't think that it's possible, because again, it's almost like a religious thing. You can't kill, you know, the good and the bad. There are ideas, they are existing no matter what, but you can't destroy the religion that you created yourself, all of what it's made about. Do you understand what I mean? There is something like that which feels, it's not logical, it's not natural, it's not possible. It's gonna make me mad because of that, because of Aang, because of all of what it could mean also for the next Avatar. What? The next Avatar is gonna come and be without any guide like all of the other ones had before him? No. I'm not gonna accept that, and I'm gonna be mad if they are confirming that right there. But yes, I'm also confused because of the fact that right there Rava is out and apparently destroyed. I don't think that it's the case, but apparently. The things about the past lives, I really hope that it's not the case. Korra, she was defeated. Vaatu did all of that, like that's it. For 10,000 years, we're gonna have darkness into the world. We can't fight him anymore. He really fused with Unalaq. What can stop him right now? Like, all of our hope is into Jinora. I love the girl. She's sweet, she's nice, I love her, but what can she do? I'm not sure that she can do something. I'm confused, sad and mad. That's it. I'm gonna stop this intro right now. I'm gonna watch this final episode. They have to give all of the answers during this final episode because I know how it's working for Korra. It's one season, one story, which is beginning and ending into this episode, so we need to finish it. I'm thinking about that, you know, finishing that story with Vaatu, Raava, Korra, the Avatar past lives and all. That's already a lot to take, but I know also that we need to finish in a way that narrative arc with Bolin and Asuka, like Bolin was sincere about his feelings, you know, what he said during the last episode, and Mako, you're gonna finally tell the truth to Korra, the fact that you lied to her, the fact that you disrespected Asami so much and all. And the president of Republic City, you're gonna come at some point and this war needs to end also, like so many things to resolve, only one episode. That's gonna be rough, guys. I have my tissue. If Iroh is coming back, I have my tissue. And let's go for this episode. Like always, you have my Patreon on which you have the episode earlier. For Korra, it's 2 weeks earlier, and with an extended or a full reaction part. I think that for the last episode, I'm gonna put the full reaction part, and this one, it's the last one. So surely I'm gonna put the full reaction part also. Check the description to be sure of that. Let's go for it! Oh, I think that I'm not gonna do my sport after this episode. Like, I can see that I'm tired like always, but even more tired because of the blood, you know, really my head is... Don't worry, I'm focused enough and right there enough to watch the episode, to be focused on it and all. You can count on me for that. But to do stuff with my body right now, I'm not so sure. Like, they all disappeared. We're only gonna see them during the opening credit now. Writers, you have to repair that, what you did. No. Finally! Don't hurt General Iroh. I'm trying to find a solution, I can't. No! No way! He didn't destroy it. We are gonna take it back and put it back at the right place.
Korra, can't you talk to one of your past lives or something?
Shut up!
When Vaatu destroyed Raava, he destroyed my connection to the past avatars too.
Your connection! But they are still there.
The cycle is over.
No.
I'm the last avatar.
No. You're my hero. Always.
I'm not talking about Raava.
It's okay.
Raava is not who you are.
Yes, you are protecting her inside of you.
I need to show you something. This tree had a history long before it held Vaatu. This is the tree of time. Roots bind the spirit and physical worlds together.
Okay.
Ancients would meditate beneath this tree and connect with the great cosmic energy of the universe.
The Avatar past lives, please.
These are my memories.
The tree of time remembers all. Juan was just a regular person.
If she can see one, she can see all of them, right?
He wasn't defined by Raava any more than you are.
You really think I can do this?
I have no doubt.
Thank you for the confidence.
Thank you for not giving up on me.
I'm proud of you.
Ah, finally, good words coming from you, Tenzin.
He cannot destroy light any more than I can destroy darkness.
Yes,
One
she's...
cannot exist without the other.
Yes, she's someone.
Find the light in the dark.
It's you. You're doing what Vaatu did. You can bear the Korra even. Oh no! destroy him. Remember that you have to block him. Oh, the music? Can you do that, you know? Also with Vato? I was kidding. You're doing it?
Has been destroyed, and soon you will be too.
No. Come on, Cora. All of the elements. Why do I think that Jinora can help right now? You're turning her. It's her spirit you want to. Oh no!
I am so done with spirits.
Thank you. No,
I will be the one true Avatar.
never. I don't know how, but it's never gonna happen. Jinora. She. Jinora? What did you bring with you? What? How? She brought back Rava? How? Together you're doing that. Jinora, you saved us, but I don't know how. What?
Go in peace. We must return to the spirit world so we can fuse once again.
You'll do it? Where is Vato now? How Jinora did that? Where is Vato?
I'll see you soon, Dad.
Into the physical world. She's okay. She's okay.
Don't worry. They're alright.
Thanks to you. No, you did. You did it again.
My Avatar spirit has returned.
The past lives also? They are back also, right?
I don't even know.
I want a confirmation of it.
I'm sorry about your father, but he was already fused with Vaatu.
Seems Cousin Cora is under the impression we are saddened by our father's demise.
Ah!
But I don't like miss him at all.
Desna and I must return home.
But you said.
Eternal darkness was upon us. I became caught up in the moment.
She's leaving you?
Are you also reconnected to your past lives?
No.
Ah!
I think that link is gone forever.
No,
Why don't you close the portals and we'll go home?
it can't be.
Maybe I shouldn't. What if Unalaq was right when he said the Avatar shouldn't be a bridge between the two worlds?
You are the Avatar. Whatever your decision, I support you.
The past lives didn't disappear. You lost the connection, you're gonna find it again. I swear. It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. It can't be.
There's something I've been wanting to tell
Ah.
you about that fight we had. I broke up with you.
I remember. I'm sorry for blowing up at you.
That's okay. I think we both said some things that you regret.
Why didn't
You're
you
gonna
just
say
tell me
about
this?
Asami?
I guess part of me wanted to forget about the breakup too.
Uh-huh.
We both know that this, us, doesn't work.
Oh.
It's over.
Oh.
For real this time.
So you're not gonna say the truth about Asami and you're...
I'll always love you, Cora.
And I'll always love you.
You're meant to be together, you're gonna be together in the next season.
You want a hug?
You deserved a sad and bad breakup. Mako. The past lives, they have to come back.
I've realized that even though we should learn from those who came before us, we must also forge our own path.
You didn't say that for
Humans
the
can
past
now
lives.
physically enter the spirit world, and spirits will be free to roam our world.
That's
no
great.
longer be the bridge. Things will never be the same again.
Yes, and Vatou is still somewhere.
New age. I'm still confused, sad and mad. I have the impression that we're missing informations. Like, a lot of informations. And big ones, big important ones. The ones which helped to resolve the situation. It's not good at all. Like, it's almost like you're giving us the solution, but you didn't tell us how we got that solution. It's weird. You know, in your mathematics homework, it's not because you're seeing the results that you're gonna have all of the points. No, you're gonna have not even the half of the points. You need to put, you know, all of the steps that you took to have this result at the end. And because of that, you're gonna have your point, because it means that you understood how you did it. If you're not putting all of that, I'm gonna suppose that you cheated. And right there, I have the impression that the writers, they cheated. That's it. That's why it's making me confused and mad. I have the impression that you cheated, writers. You know, all of that with Korra being a big blue spirit, why not? It's understandable for her to get to the physical world quickly. All of that with fighting Vatou like that, okay. With her being maybe switched, you know, by Vatou, okay, because right there she's a spirit. All of that, you know, about the Tree of Time, seeing her memory right there, okay. But Jinora? How Jinora can come from the spirit world to the physical world? Like, Korra, she can do it because of the Tree of Time and all, because it's a connection between the spirit world and the physical world. He said it, Tenzin. But Jinora, how can she go from the spirit world to the physical world? And with Raava with her? Where did she find Raava? Why Jinora, she has Raava with her? Korra was searching for Raava inside of Vatou. I get it, you know, the light into the dark. But Jinora, where did she find Raava? How can it be possible that Jinora has this special connection with Raava? No explanation about that. How can she go from the spirit world to the physical world? So, okay, even if I don't understand that, there is no explanations about it. Okay, because of that, Korra can win against Vatou. Okay. She's not destroying him. She can't. Like, we can't destroy Raava, we can't destroy Vatou. She said it, Raava. The two of them, they have to exist together for the real balance of the world. So Vatou is still somewhere. And Korra, she said it, she didn't say like, I killed you, she said, I released you or something like that. You can't release that spirit. It's not a spirit that you're switching back into something nice. Or if it's the case, for me, the balance of the world doesn't exist anymore. I love to think that we're gonna be at peace and that we are not gonna have harmony convergence anymore and all, but if you are telling me that, you are destroying all of the religion, again, that you created not only with this season, but with all of this show and Avatar The Last Airbender. You can't create something, that explanation about the balance of the world with Raava and Vatou, that explanation about the creation of the first Avatar and all, to tell us at the end that in fact we could release Vatou from being a bad spirit since the beginning, and that finally Korra did it. And I'm not okay with them congratulating only Korra, because for me, okay, Korra succeeded, but not because of herself. She succeeded because of Jinora.
without Jinora, Korra would have been defeated. Korra without Jinora, so without Rava, she can't win. So okay, even if we don't have the explanations about Jinora doing all of that, even if we don't have the explanations about Vaatu being destroyed or being released forever, even if all of that, okay, we are finishing the war because of that, it's okay. The twins, they are okay with their father being dead, being killed, you know, forever. They are cold and all, so okay, why not? Bolin is not gonna marry the crazy girl, that's okay, I'm all for it. Okay for all of that. But still, at the end, you're merging again with Rava to be against the Avatar. Why not? I thought that it was not gonna be forced, you know, that Rava could be free just by herself, but why not? Maybe the world still needs the Avatar like that, you know, and for the reincarnation stuff and all, it's gonna be easier. So okay, I'm okay with that, but it doesn't mean that she can be connected again with the past lives. So it didn't disappear. I love the fact that she's saying, I lost the connection. You lost the connection, but they are still there, my dear. They have to be. They are still there. They have to be. All of their memories didn't disappear, you just lost the connection. That's the good word, and I'm glad that you used that word, because without these words being used, I would be so mad. I'm already pretty mad, so imagine without using these words and really saying that that's it, they disappeared forever. Again, it's not only because of Aang, it's also because of all of the other past lives, but also because of this religious stuff, you know, I'm putting it like that. I can't find another word to explain it, that you created in the beginning of Korra and of Avatar The Last Airbender. It's a question of the Avatar. The Avatar is created like that, like it's the religion of this show. You can't erase it just like that. You lost the connection. They didn't disappear, you just lost the connection, and you're gonna have to find it again really quick. I'm still pretty mad, you know, even if they used these words, because I thought that she was gonna find back the connection during this season. The fact that she didn't do it, and I know that seasons were out and you didn't know, you as viewers, when it was out, if you would have another season. So it means that at the end of this season, they didn't know that they were gonna have a season 3, and they were okay to leave things like that, like the Avatar past lives disappeared. Or at least to have a doubt about that, to let that like a question. Please, you have to renew the show so people are gonna know the truth. No, you're not doing that to your fans. Your loyal fans who are there since the beginning, you are not doing that to them. Erasing everything that you created. I'm pretty mad. Because of that, only because of that. Because of that, because of what I said, you know, all of the things that they didn't answer to, all of these conclusions, solutions that they are giving without any explanations, and again, it's big things, so to not give the explanations of little things, like to have that quick resolutions for Bolin, for example, okay, why not? But to not have the explanation for a big thing, no, you can't do that. I have the impression that we miss at least 2 episodes, like 10 minutes more of explanations. And I'm not even talking about that breakup between Mako and Korra. We're not good for each other, but I will always love you. Me too, I will always love you, but we're not gonna be together. Kiss me, my dear.
toxic relationship until the end. Even during a breakup, it's a toxic relationship. Because of that, because saying to someone, I'm breaking up with you, but I will always love you. That's so toxic. Don't do that. Okay? I'm your big sister and I'm telling you, don't ever do that to someone. It's the worst thing that you can do during a breakup, to tell to that person, I'm breaking up with you, but be sure that I'm gonna always love you. How can you do that? It's inhuman. It's fucking toxic. And he didn't say the truth about Asami, what he did with Asami. You didn't deserve a nice breakup like that, Mako. You deserve the breakup with Korra discovering the truth about the fact that you lied, not only about your breakup before that, but also about Asami, that you were disrespectful to Asami again, and also to Korra by lying about her. It's making me mad. I loved everything about this season, truly. All of the things about the spirit world, about Vaatu and Rava, all of that story, even with Unalaq and all, I thought that it was great with the twins. I loved everything. I fell for everything. I bought everything, and I was even surprised, that so many of you told me that you didn't like that season 2. For me, I loved all of the season 2, but that final episode, okay, it's giving the conclusions of everything, but it's a fucking mess, and it's so quickly done that it can't be okay, it can't be right. It's feeling like, yes, writers, you cheated. Like I said at the beginning, it's like a mathematic homework where you're just giving me the results and no explanations about it, so I'm like, you cheated? I'm glad for Jinora, that she has to play that part. I'm glad for Korra that she succeeded against Vaatu. I'm glad that the Avatar is back. I'm glad that Mako and Korra broke up, because that's a freaking toxic relationship. I'm glad that Bolin is not gonna have to marry the crazy girl. I'm glad about all of the conclusions that you said. I'm glad also for the spirit world, the spirits being into the physical world and all. I love that conclusion also. I love all of the conclusions that you are giving to me. But how it's done, and without any explanations, and so quickly, I don't feel betrayed, because again, the conclusions are good, but I'm feeling like you cheated. I don't know if I have to blame the writers for that, or if I have to blame maybe Nickelodeon, for that. Maybe the writers, they wanted to have more time to explain everything and they didn't have it. The channel, told them that they had to do that in that much episode to end, and they didn't have the time to reconsider everything that they wanted to do, so they had to cut it short for everything. Maybe. I don't know who I have to blame, but for sure I want to blame someone right now. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad, because I loved this season and I was defending it. Into the comments when you were telling me, season 2. When you were seeing me that, I was defending it. Oh, it's bad. I really appreciated that season. I don't want to think of it like that now. Like I'm disappointed and all. I think that I'm gonna need time to accept that, okay, that was the conclusion and all. Because I really think that during the season 3, we're not gonna come back to what happened right there. I mean, of course it's gonna change a lot of things. Like maybe we're gonna have news about Vaatu. For sure we're gonna have spirits now into the physical world, so it's gonna change a lot of things. So, okay for that, we're gonna have consequences of it, but we're not gonna have explanations about what happened during this final episode. So, I'm gonna have to
to find a way to be okay with that final episode. I really don't understand how they can do that. Because it wouldn't take long, you know? Even if you have to cut it short because you don't have a lot of time to do it and all, you can use at least one line to explain things, you know? One line, it's not taking a lot of... I mean... Even if I love Boomy, you can take out the moment with Boomy and the spirit rabbit and take that little moment to put 2 lines to explain what happened. If they really wanted to, okay, they have to make it quick and short, but still, 1 line, 2 lines, it's enough at the end. Right there, it's really nothing. Whoa, I don't like that, to finish my session of binge watching like that, to finish this season like that, to finish this day also like that. I don't like that. Tell me, what did you think about that season 2? If you were on the side of I don't like it at all. I know that the majority of you thought like that. And why also the reasons why. What part you didn't like? Now that you can talk about it in the comments without telling me any spoilers, tell me what part you didn't like that much. It was like me, that final episode without explanations. It was maybe the part with the Avatar Past Lives. It was maybe the part with Rava and Vaatu, you know. You didn't buy that religious aspect which was talking to me, but I can understand that maybe it cannot talk to some people. Was it the spirits or Unalaq? Tell me what parts you didn't appreciate, you know. And which is making you say that you hate season 2, because for some of you I saw that it was the case. For sure, the Past Lives, they have to be back for the season 3. That, I'm not gonna give up on that. For sure. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.